Okay. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. And we're going to, for a moment, we're going to listen to the actual in-game audio while we do Mystery Gift. Because I figure that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Why not? Oh, I want to be able to listen to this one too. Game capture. There we go. I want to be able to hear this game's audio too. At least, as I said, for the few seconds we're gonna do this, but we're gonna beep with her. Oh, I can't. Yes, I came yesterday too. I will beep with many people because people still play this game out in public. Press the A button, complete the link. If you press B button, the link will be canceled. Well, I don't want to cancel it. Okay, better bury that. Ain't bad. Morph mail. Okay, cool. Yeah. I bet somebody's very excited to see the morph mail. But it is not me. And now we're going to switch back over to Jammy Jams. Because we're going to end up watching a load screen, and then we are going to, once again, try to get Shiny Togepi today. We didn't put in too much time getting it yesterday, other than like the entire second half of the stream. But we got Shiny Onix yesterday, which makes 3 of the 4 members that I am hunting for before I actually start the game up. Which I'm super looking forward to actually like getting that going. But I kind of think I'm going to be getting, I want to get Paper Mario finished before I do that. I just weirdly haven't been in the mood for it, even though I really like the game. I think it's absolutely nice. Just weirdly have not been like having an itch for it. I just know the last thing that we did was the toy box, which was not bad, but I can understand why people don't like it just for the back and forth thing. Which was kind of odd to me because I kind of thought the idea of like having the toy box had like huge potential to be creative, and then it just did that where it was like, yeah, it's just a toy or toy train that goes in a circle. All right, cool, I guess. But I think we're gonna get our blue spot Togepi. I think we have a solid chance of getting it today. It does not have a it doesn't have as long of a cycle as Onix does, so we'll be going through these significantly faster. Or at least we should be doing that. I don't know, life can kind of, make it life will always choose what it wants to do over what you want it to do. So I could easily say that, and then just something ends up happening, and who knows, maybe game wants to stop working, or gosh, wouldn't it suck if it just randomly was like, oh, your battery died. Of course, you wouldn't know if your battery died while you were playing it at the moment. You would only know either, because I think it's either your battery, you would have to notice the clock stopped. But I think the clock goes as long as you have the power on, and the clock, you wouldn't notice it actually stop until the game stopped. Which means you turned it off. Or for some reason it like lost power and it was just like, nope, I'm done, sorry. I don't know exactly how that works though. But we're gonna get Togepi today. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna love it. And then I'm gonna also try to get as much money as I can. Which I gotta think about how I'm wanting to do that too, so that I'm able to get everybody, or get the Togepi especially. I want to get Togepi like as friendly as I can at the beginning when I actually start the game, so that I can have Togetic kind of soon, not sooner, but as soon as possible. Only because like Togepi's not bad, but it has, actually, you know what, I can't even say it really has potential to like fall behind, only because once we get to like this point is usually when you get your like Togepi evolving. If you hatch, actually no, it usually hatches once you get about here. And then, you have to try to make it all friendly and stuff with you. And I'm hoping to get it friendly enough to where we either get to like It probably won't be up to this point, but it'll be like when we get here and we have this daycare available and I bring over the Ditto and I breed it with the starter and then whatever other Mon I end up choosing to have, because I do want a full team of 6. I think it's possible, especially because I can put in the effort to, if we have, have stuff. I'll try to like, train off screen or anything else, because an HM user is definitely going to be important in this game. And I think one of my go-tos will be, if not Furret, it'll be Gyarados. I think that's what'll end up happening. Because Cut's not crazy important. You need Cut for... Where do you end up using it at? Like, my go-to spot is usually where you see Suicune in between the, by Mount Mortar? Yeah, Mount Mortar, because then Mount Silver's the other one on Kanto side. Or I guess, no, it's technically on the Johto side. You ain't shiny. You're not the one I'm looking for. That red spot's gotta be blue. Oh, of course you moved. That guy, like, purposely walked in front of me, in my way, to stop me twice. Not cool. Do 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 do. Down 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 down. This is, I think this is Spiral Mountain from Kazooie. Yeah, it definitely is, because I know Tui's Spiral Mountain way better. Hello, Bobby. Bobby, you know I need my hands right now. No. I need my hands. No, I need my hands. I know what you want. Again, I need my hands. Pat, pat. That's all I'm giving. I need my hands, buddy. Yeah. No, go cry to somebody else, buddy. You're not gonna get me with your crocodile tears. As much as I love you, don't get all upsetty, Spaghetti. Such a baby. I'm wondering. See, I didn't think. Well, I was gonna say, like, also, like, when it came to like this weekend, I didn't have anything planned. Apparently now I do have things planned, so that's cool. I guess. Wasn't intentionally having anything planned, but then a life change happened, and that's gonna be kind of important. There we go. And then I was gonna say, do we get another egg? But we're gonna get another hatching. I'm gonna be a little surprised if we get it super early. Which, no, so far we haven't. But I don't know, we got Onyx in the first egg last time, so the potential is there to get it super soon. But I think that was... No, we have one more egg we can hatch. Okay, cool. Alrighty, cool. And then I don't think there's gonna be an egg at this one, but I think there might be an egg like in the next lap. Come back down, have an egg. Because I kind of always, like for me, it's I always want to have an egg in the party, like trying to make progress. That's how I interpolate it. I also don't think this egg was native to this game. No, I think it was. I think the egg was native to this game. So that should make it to where, like, the Ditto... Oh, you know what? No, I don't have the super high probability of eggs unless they're the same species. I think that's my issue, is they're not same species. Ditto, I don't think, has the chance to be, like, the friendliest with the other Mon. Because I think, yeah, like, if it's, like, you get, like, same species, different game, and then same species, like, you know, native to that game, I think that gives you the highest probability for it. I'm pretty sure I did try to polish up my knowledge of Gen 2 shiny egg hunting stuff. And bloop. Which I guess, like, if I don't think like having it with like, it's something I want to try to get into a little bit more. Like, I mean, granted, like, doing it with Ditto pretty much, you know, gives you like the guaranteed 1 in 64, but I think you have a higher chance doing other methods of having, you know, getting the shiny getting the shiny. Yes, we know. It was a shocker that they had an egg. I don't think there'll ever be a day where this guy is not surprised that they had an egg. He's always so cool about it. And I'm hoping we get more eggs soon. Like I said, I always want to make progress. Which I think for what their compatibility is, I think it's like every 256 steps, it's like a 30% chance. And I don't know how many steps it is to go from the very top back down to the very bottom. And I don't want to count. But I think that should give me like two 30% chances. I mean, that means like would be borderline guaranteed by the time I got to the bottom. I think. Because I don't know. I don't want to count how many steps it is from up to down. It could even be like I could only roll one time by the time I get from there to there. Ah, see, look at that. The Eggman cometh. And any of these eggs could have the blue spot Togepi. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to have it, though. Wouldn't it be nice? Doot 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 doot. Which I think that means I have three eggs now. 3 eggs, 2 hatched. Yeah, so if I get another one, I gotta put the Togepis away, or release them, whichever I so choose to do. Man, I gotta re-binge. No, not yet. It's been a couple of weeks, months. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've binged some Papa Meat animations. Freaking love those. I think I can't exactly think of like I know like one of my go-tos is Railroad. So good. Everybody loved Wabbit season. Everybody loved Wabbit season. Of course, that's now official since they claimed copyright on it. And I know there was like a point in time too where I think somebody had another version of it uploaded. I gotta look for it because like if I can find it again, I gotta save it myself. It's so good. Oh, come on now. Stop walking in my way, please. Thank you. Let me have a nice little back and forth. A little normal back and forth. Egg? Hey, look at that, an egg. Delightful. That means I gotta put the Togepis away. I must release you, Togepis. Oh, no, it is still deposit. Release. Yes. You were not the droid we were looking for. And neither were you. And we shall release you too. Bye bye, Togepi. Toodaloo, buckaroo. Come on. I mean, if we get it within the... Like I said, I think I wanted to get it under 30. Like 30 or below is what I'm hoping we get. But shoot, actually... Let me do that. Actually, no. Oh, no. I was going to add the count. I think I might do the counter for when we do it in the other game. Especially if I remember it. I'm very bad at remembering it. Very, very bad at remembering that. I also want to find like a different counter. Like an actual counter. I just think it would be a little bit more convenient to have it. I don't know if the computer itself has a counter. I don't think it does. I know I was using a website before, which I might continue using that. Not 100%. And egg? No, alright, that's fine. We're actually doing fine with eggs right now. We've got some in the party, which is good. It's good stuff. Banana. I gotta make sure I also get another music playlist so that we have we have different ones to go with. I don't think I always want to just do the N64 one. I gotta get one for the SNES, get one for DS games because I freaking love the DS era music. Also, so good. Of course, there's gonna probably be a lot of Mario ones though, which I wonder if like technically having having like music from Mario 64 DS does that count technically? I don't know. It's like well technically a lot of these could be just from 64. They're just gonna sound they're gonna just sound more bit crushed if anything, because they need to do everything they could back then to save on storage, which is still like interesting that they had between the 64 and the DS, which those were like 8 years apart. They went from needing those like bulky ass cartridges to hold a whole game in to it's like, yeah, you could swallow this and it holds that same amount of data just about. Or is it? Yeah, about the same? Yeah, I think it's about the same. And also had like extra stuff added to it. Such an interesting game. No. And I was going to comment on something, but I don't want to mention it because then they'll start doing it. Even though I know this game can't hear you, I believe it. I feel like it can hear you. And so far, so good. Because I know as soon as I mention it, it's going to happen. So far, so good. No, not another egg. Though I feel like one of them is about to hatch in the next like lap or two. It's been a solid amount of steps. Absolutely love this music. It's so good. And I remember the first time too, like when I saw like Conker's Bad Fur Day play of it. I remember like listening to music and I'm like, I know it's a rare game, but that doesn't sound like Rain. I don't think it is. And then finding out you're like, no, it was not him. I was like, yes, I feel good about that. Like, it's not necessarily something to be proud of to be able to like tell. It's like, that's not him. Weirdly did though. Weirdly did. And then anything? Nope. Alright, cool. That's fine, Eggman. Don't have anything for me. That's fine. That's fine. And how about an egg now? Oh, no. Alright. That's fine, game. Don't have any eggs for me. I don't need them. I don't even want them. I totally want them. I'm lying to myself, not just the game. I'm lying to myself. Crap, I gotta remember who's the, crap, who was it that did that freaking Mario animation? Also, appreciate the likes. Thank you very much. I can't remember who, what the channel's name was that did the, today, well, right now we're doing Togepi, which so far they're actually being quite generous with the eggs right now. I do want it. Shiny received the egg. Hell yeah. What we're looking for Togepi is to have it's gonna have a blue spot where the red spot is. Because like there's not like anything crazy different about Togepi. It's literally just like, I think the head is like a slightly different shade of whatever its color is, and then the dot that you're about to see here, I am using Shiny Ditto. Yeah, so like that spot that's red there on its right side more so is going to be blue instead. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, well, and especially like I remember I actually got a Shiny Togekiss from what is the one? Sword version, I had to remember, from a raid, and I didn't even know it was gonna, like, I didn't know it was a Shiny Togekiss, Because when I was doing the raid, I wasn't like watching the raid actually start. I was like doing something else. And then, I mean, I usually catch them anyways whenever I do those, especially if they're like the Gigantamax or the purple swirl ones. I always catch them because their stats are good or whatever. And then when I caught it, and then I like went to the went to check it out. I was like, that's a different. And then I saw the stars, and I went, oh, that I did not even plan this. I think the shell has a slightly blue tone as well, like around the border. I think you're right. You know what we could do also is do shiny Togepi spray PNG. Ha, there we go. See, the problem is they have one that's not actually it. I don't like that. It's not very cash money in them. Oh, look at that. We're hatching an egg. Hello. How come they don't have one for Gen 2? It's so lame. No, still a regular one. I'm like watching, I'm like, can we get it? We did not get it. They make it so impossible to find the freaking shiny PNGs for it. So lame. Give a nickname? Nah, not right now. I've been recording my Kalos Crystal playthrough and found a shiny LGM while grounding. Dude, I actually have a... I got one for doing the same thing, but in black version, like forever ago. I could actually look and see when I got it. But yeah, I got a shiny LGM from from grinding in the tower. Sadly, I was not... I mean, granted, if I wanted to record my DS games right now, I would have to use like a phone camera or something, which I really don't want to do. Or I'd have to get like a digital camera, which then I'm actually... Hey, we all know this music. Or at least we should. If you're playing Stadium 2, should know it. It's actually something I'm contemplating wanting to get is like a nice digital camera. So that I'm able to, stream some other things. Tully, do you have a water stone for me? We should get a battle going. I don't want that though. I want a water stone from you. I need to... Is it Dana? I don't know. There's a girl that that's over to the west of Ekrotique that gives you the Thunderstone, and I've talked to her. We're waiting on her now. Find a shiny Litwick in that same place. Too bad it had ew, adamant nature, gross. I mean, I guess adamant flame charge Chandelure for the win, right? What do you guys have? 19? I mean, what do your numbers look like? Oh, nope, 7. Gross. Don't want it. Nope. Releasing the both of yous. Deposit. Release the Togepi. Buy Togepi. Release. And I just thought you did that on purpose. It's like, alright, you're gonna give me... It's a... What do they call it? Like the monkey's paw. You gonna get what you want, but it's gonna be gotta be careful with it. It's gonna give you something you don't want. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get a shiny Litwick, but it's gonna be like not competitively viable. You're gonna not want it. I think my LGM was like, I think it has like something like gentle nature or something. I actually contemplated using it, but I didn't like the fact that it lowered its physical defense when it's already not like crazy fast and doesn't already have like the best defense. So I was like, I don't want something that's just going to be like super crippled. Unless I wanted to... No, not yet. I know I can't expect to get Togepi super quick. Onyx was atrocious, but I'm hoping that Togepi maybe treats me a little bit nicer. Like, I'm hoping to get it, like I said, I've said I want to get it, like, under kind of, like, 30, or in one stream. I do think Chikorita definitely spoiled me by showing up in 4 eggs. Like, that was a lot. And then, Charmander was at 24 eggs. 23 or 24 eggs. Beautiful. And then Dratini was well over odds. but I was dedicated to get that one. And then yeah, on Onyx I was about the same as Dratini, probably like 70-80 eggs for sure. It was so not cool, or at least I felt like that's what it was. I think I had to empty the box like 3 times, and the boxes hold up to 20, so like 60-70 eggs ish. Because then I was also releasing some of the Onyxes if I knew their stats were also like not good. Seem to have a good luck with the ghost shinies. Shiny Blacephalon, first time I found one. Oh yeah, I think he had a short with that one. I think I remember seeing that. Litwick, Shuppet, and Emerald, and I found Shiny Ghastly 4 times. Dude, I want a... I got a... and I wasn't trying to go for Shiny. I ended up getting a... I got a Shiny Duskull, and I was playing Alpha Sapphire, I think. And I ended up getting the same with Numel, but I was doing the Dex Nav thing, and I was trying to just get one with, like, you know, good IVs, good nature, and then maybe, like, an egg move or something on it. And instead I ended up getting, I think it was Impish, Shiny Impish Duskull, and I was like, I can make this work. Like, hell yeah, dude. But I think if I wouldn't want it to have the same nature, though. I mean, Duskull is really not doing anything, like, offensively in Gen 3. Like, it's still probably going to go with something else. Shiny Duskull is awesome. Dude, it does. It's a little bit of a bummer, though, that, like, Shiny Dusknoir, it doesn't look bad, but I do wish that they put in a little bit more with it. You can't breed Dratini with extreme speed, though. Dude, that did break my heart. If you want the extreme speed Dratini to be shiny, you have to reset for it. It was so sad. But the Dratini that I did breed, though, has it's got Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Surf on it. Which, I mean, if I was using it in a different game, I'd probably get rid of Surf on it. I think for Dratini, I would probably rather have it with Fire Blast or Flamethrower on it. And then, like, what I'm kind of contemplating is I want to save that shiny Dratini. If I don't do it on stream, maybe I would do it like in Discord or something. But I want to do like Dratini, and then I want to get like one other Mon, and just go through Johto and Kanto with like only 2 Mons or something. It's like I've done it with, you know, I've soloed games before, which isn't hard, but like doing it with duos makes it slightly different. And oh yeah, yeah. Well, and especially in the newer games, Impish was great for it. Impish is fine, Gen 3 and below. The only issue you end up kind of having is if you wanted to use any of the special moves, I mean, you're lowering the special attack. Is Dratini... Dratini ends up... It's good, especially once you get it to Dragonair, but like if you're playing it in like this game where the levels are kind of low, and getting to 30 is not impossible, it works. Especially if you end up using the Game Corner and you get like the Fire Blast TM for it. I mean, Headbutt works really well with it. But like all the moves that really help actually get it going don't come till later. And if you want to have Outrage before level 61, you would have to keep Dratini all the way till like level 50. Yeah, it's rough early on, pretty much. I guess that's the best way to go. Is early on, difficult, but like once you get past like level 30, it works. And then once you get it to like Dragonite, I mean it's Dragonite. There's no need to explain that one. But yeah, it's because like by the time you end up like for me, like I'll be using like for me like using Totodile. Like if I ended up wanting to use Dratini at the same time, but like I mean they would both end up being like, you know, evolved at 30, but like Dragonair still in that middle form, and it'd be for Alligator. Like those two would probably be able to still like take on Johto super well. Train it over to Gen 1, you can teach it Ice Beam and T-Bolt. Oh, the one that I already have bred already has those moves because of the breeding. I'm in Kanto and I'm struggling to get to level 38 on training for Pokemon. So basically you don't get Dragonite until Red. Just about, I mean, unless you put in unless you put in the levels, I mean, a different way, aside from Gift Extreme Speed one, yeah, yeah. I think my, like, what I do sometimes, especially did it in Emerald when I was younger, is I would put them in the daycare, and I would just monitor what moves the, like, what moves that they have. So then I would just, especially because like Emerald is like the quickest when it came to using the daycare for leveling up Mons. And then if you had, you know, Zubat or Golbat, you kept them in front and you got that friendship up. We have room for one more. Really good, yeah, really grind. But you know what though? Like Dragonite ends up being like fun to use though in like the tournaments and whatnot. Try Weedle solo run. I'm gonna make a Weedle solo Pokemon, dude. I'm actually gonna try to. I joked about it with Mr. I, but I think it's something I'm gonna genuinely try to do. Is I'm gonna try to see how far I can get in the game with Sunkern. And I want to make it a shiny Sunkern, but I know in having a shiny Sunkern, it's not like I think to have those stats, I think what its HP, its hidden power would be Grass, which like sucks. I also like one of the things that I do for leveling up a Mons in this game before the Elite Four is the Elite Four is actually not bad for trying to just get your Mons somewhat caught up to like the highest level I think I've ever gotten my Mons to using Victory Road is level 45, but that was with a few of them being traded. Typically I try to have my Mons somewhat caught up. I mean, just using Victory Road. It's impossible because you get soft locked by Lorelai's Dugong, which sounds so sad, like with that being the case. Yeah, well, and that's... Well, actually, no, because that's Fire Red Leaf Green, isn't it? This would be... This doesn't have Lorelei in its Elite Four. Ugh, gross. Yeah, definitely no shiny Togepis yet. I just wanted to double check, but I knew they weren't gonna be. I'm trying to... I mean, I tried to do a Rattata, like 2 or 3 years... Or no. Gosh, I did Rattata, forever ago in Leaf Green. And I think... I mean, I had to get it, like, in the mid-80s or whatever to end up getting it in the end. Getting the Elite 4W. I think I had to get it into the 80s. But when I beat Gary, though, I let it evolve into Eradicate. Well, that's why there was like if you have like any Mon with Amnesia, or yeah, like I think what is it you said Rest. There's other Mons that will try to use Barrier too if they have Barrier, and you're supposed to be weak to Psychic. You could just keep it out. And I think it's like a thing that speedrunners do with, I think when they get to, what is her, Sabrina. Like, Sabrina ends up actually not being crazy difficult because like, one of her first Mons will always use, like, Amnesia or Barrier or something. And so it just, like, it doesn't do anything. It's fantastic. I think Gen 2's is a little bit smarter, though. Like, you can't cheese it like that. I think it actually puts into account whether something is actually, like, a damage dealer or not. At least I believe that's the case. I'm getting added somewhere, and I don't know where. Well, no eggs. Lame. Oh, that's actually semi-important. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to pass that on to the wife later. We have a friend that she's getting induced this weekend. Next Thursday, a week from today. She's getting induced, which it's a little early for what she's supposed to have, but it needs to happen though. So my wife's gonna be she's the godmother, and that's gonna happen way sooner than she expected. You're supposed to have the blue spot. You're not shiny yet. You need to fix that, Togepi. But yeah, so we got that going on later this week. I don't know, like, we'll probably end up trying to go and maybe see them that weekend, because, I mean, my wife works until 8:30 at night, so it's not like she can just get up and go and see her. We'll probably end up trying to see it, you know, like a week or two after she's had it. Well, I mean her. Which I love that she's, I won't say what the name of the kid is, but the name they chose for her is hilarious to me, because I used to live on a street that had the same name. So I was like, oh, I used to live on that street, and they're like, what? And I was like, oh, the kid's name. I was like, there's a street called that where I lived, and they were like, oh, well, that's not why we did it. I'm like, well, yeah, I figured that. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys didn't go to my wife. I was like, hey, what street was he on for like the first 5 years or so of his life? Is it this one? Okay, we'll go with that. But yeah, I think, because I know there's like other things too with like how like Gen 1 works also, where it's kind of like goofy in how it tries to do things. There's a soft lock with Sabrina where if you have a psychic type, use Rage. Kadabra and Sam will just spam recover. They also don't have PP, so oh, that's right. That sounds terrible. Just getting stuck using Rage, that never, ever, ever gets better. And yeah, like, you'll never be able to do more. Togetic is another hard Pokemon to use in this game. I think it only has one good move being Fire Blast, and you want to hope that it's Shining One's HP Grass instead of Dragon. Weirdly enough, introducing our new baby first. Yeah, no, was it? Gosh, there's so many people I know having kids in the last like 2 years. All these babies need to chill out. My grandma was the one who was like she after I forget after which kid that my mom had, and then everybody else started having them. She was like, yeah, you guys are getting cards in like $5. Like, she's like, I do not have the money to give kids all these gifts like 18 times a year. She's like, I can't do that. She's like, I'm retiring soon. I'm not doing this. I also like, I don't know. Everybody always says that Togetic is hard to use in this game. I always just end up enjoying using it. Well, and because like actually like, I mean, I know it's because it has a better special stat than it does physical. But like for me, like I'll end up like my Togetic will usually have like double edge. Sometimes I give it Fire Blast. I've had times where I've given it Shadow Ball just because it's nice to have against like ghosts and stuff. And with it having a higher special, like even though its physical attack is not great, for its special stat or for its special defense, it works against, you know, special attackers, which are gonna be typically, you know, be the ones also weak to Shadow Ball. I actually, dude, it was a lot of diapers. But yeah, like I actually really enjoy. It still has Psychic, right? Yes, but I don't remember if I think Togetic gets Psychic, but the only issue you have is you don't get it until Kanto. Which, I mean, whenever I go to Kanto, I always just go and get the radio tower stuff done first, so that I am able to do the gyms like in like the order that they originally were in. Nasty plot, but Gen 2. Dude, like Amnesia Gen 1 was so good. Kanto is like, it's like everything good in this game comes too late. Dude, the fact that you don't get the Curse TM until Kanto is what really gets me. It's because there's so many mons. Like, I would love to use like Curse Fortress, but you don't get Curse until Kanto. Like, Curse Steelix is like one of my go-tos in this game. It is so nice. And you don't see it until Kanto. If I use Ariados, which I don't do often, no, it does not. I know it doesn't get Ice Punch. I don't think it gets any of them, or at least it doesn't get the ones I ever want to teach it. Togetic, Gen 2. Zap Cannon. And Fire Blast. Yeah, no punches. I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure it did not get the punches. And yeah, no, it does not get the punches. Can I breed Curse, though? If if they're egg moves, you can, but then it's also do you have the parent that's compatible that'll have it? Like the first mon that I think of that gets cursed in this game is Slowpoke or Slowbro. They're like the first ones that I think of. So like I would have to like chain breed for that, which if I'm dedicated enough, I would not mind trying it out. But like one of the things I have to do when I have the Onyx is I have to send it over to red, yellow, so that I can teach it Rock Slide, because I want Onyx with Rock Slide, and at some point it'll have Earthquake, which it or Steelix does not learn it naturally in Gen 2, so it will have to be through TM, even though I would much rather have the Earthquake TM used on Feraligatr, because I will end up using Totodile. We're not going to be able to do that. Aren't TMs? They are, but you cannot. There are some TMs that were not TMs in Gen 2 that like followed over, so I would have to send it over there first. The only other way Onyx gets Rock Slide is through breeding, which I did not do. Because I think was it like, and that's also like these they're popping out and they already have like Headbutt on them. And I also love the redundancy of having Growl and Charm. Hilarious. I'm going to use Blizzard, but the Lantern doesn't even learn that. Lantern doesn't... Does it not in this gen? What? I thought it did in this one. Like, what? Egg? No? Lame. Lantern. Lantern. Gen 2. There we go. Does it really not? Golly. Yeah, not Crystal. I mean, it learns, well, the strongest electric move that gets is Spark, but it's still better than freaking Magnemite, which Magnemite only gets Thunder Shock, and then I think the only other electric move it learns naturally is like Zap Cannon. Move Tutor moves is Ice Beam. Wow, yeah, no Blizzard. Garbage. But I think that was before they were just like, are you a water type? Okay, cool. You guys are like almost sub freaking ice now. Yeah, no, I think in a red, blue, yellow, Shelter gets Clamp at like 23. But if you want to have it in gold, silver, crystal, it learns it at like 41 or 43. Like, insane difference. But they at least have the guys that just fix and smoke that can learn punches. That was not until Gen 4, I think. I think Gen 4 is when Ghastly got the punches. Because, like, that was something I was checking out, too. Haunter and Gengar can learn it, but not Ghastly. That one surprised me a little bit. Like, the generation where it would have been super nice having that. Like, no, we're going to wait, like, later on. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody knows what this music is from, right? I would hope so. I do intend to play DK64 in the future as well, but it won't be till closer to the end of the year. Maybe I'm contemplating December. I know there's a lot of people that that play DK64 in December. So that that'll be fun. I'm then contemplating doing that. It makes sense that Haunter and Gengar can learn it. They have hands. I mean, I do love that. Like, I mean, what is it? I think Wooper can learn. Wooper learns Ice Punch, but I don't remember if it learns it in Gen 2 or if that was another one where they gave it to it later. Oh, can it not learn the punches? Oh, so it's just Gengar that learned it? Because I know I had a Gengar with the punches on it. Is it really just Gengar? What? Like, Haunter has big-ass hands. It makes sense for it to have it. That's crazy. Jinjo Village is probably one... No, actually, I was going to say, Jinjo Village is up there in 2E music. But no, it is not my favorite. Poof. Still not shiny. I'm not upset with you, Togepi. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. Ooh, coughing. Fun. Which also, speaking of me coughing, I actually, that was one that I was contemplating using as my sixth member, because right now we're gonna have Chikorita, Charmander, Onyx, which will later be Steelix, and Togepi, and then the other one, the starter I intend to use is Totodile, and then I don't know what the sixth one's going to be. And I don't know what I want it to be either. Because like I'm not one of those where like, you know, I'll like look at my team and I'm like, oh, I have a very strong weakness to grass. Like I can work past that. It won't bother me none. Haunter can I even learn elemental punches? And what? They really didn't change it until like the physical special split happened, and it was like, hey, now it can learn the punches. It's like, yeah, but now we don't care if it does. They're useless. Like, you would almost wish that, like, as like a consolation, they're like, okay, well, maybe we'll give it ice beam or something, because it, you know, doesn't get the ice punch isn't important anymore. That's some Mandela effect stuff. I remember using a Haunter with the punches. We looked up, and you're right. I mean, unless you, like, you know, hacked it in or something. I could have swore, though. Sunny Day, Giga Drain, Ice Punch. Yeah, so Gengar learns the punches, but sadly not Haunter. That's a bummer. That's like I mean, granted though, I think if it had the elemental punches, that would have made Gengar like super duper useful. And I'm guessing they just had to keep it down. Weezing is a great Pokemon and goes over Crystal, HP Ice, Thunder, Fire Blast, and Sludge Bomb. What do you I think whenever I've ever had yeah, I know Kadabra can learn it. I mean, we learned Kadabra can learn it. I've got the Alakazam to prove it. I think with Weezing, I usually go with, like, you know, Explosion, Sludge Bomb. Fire Blast is always a fun one. And, I mean, I've been really weird in the past. I'll sometimes run Giga Drain on it, and if I got a case of the fuck-arounds. At least I think it learned. I know at some point it learned it. Unless that's, like, another one where I'm, like, tripping on. But I could have sworn that, like, Weezing learned Giga Drain. Weezing. Right? It learned. Am I remembering it correctly? I feel like I am. Oh, no, but I'm tripping. I'm mad tripping when it comes to that. Unless it, like, learned it in a later generation or something. I'm mad tripping. Don't listen to me talking about them with Giga Drain. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Ariados. That's what I'm thinking of. They do have absolutely great shinies. That's like one of the reasons why I was contemplating using it. I also just like poison types in general. Weezing in Gen 3 in Emerald is always a go-to of mine. I never catch myself using Explosion with it though when it's there. Like, I think by the time I end, like, usually when I used Weezing, it always ended up with, like, do I have, nope, wow, we're actually full right now. This is nice. Like, I think my Weezing always ended up with, like, Shockwave, Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, and then, I mean, just, like, whatever random move. Oh, Shadow Ball. I think Shadow Ball was, like, one of my go-tos. But it was because of, oh, look at that, now we can collect the egg. It would be because of, it's good physical bulk, and then having, ghost types being normal. That's what it is. I'm like, I know the words that I want to use. Why can't the words come out of my mouth? Go from my head, out of my mouth. Words. I can do it, I swear. I didn't mean to store that. I meant to release it. Weezing never learned a Giga Drain. Not in Switch or 3DS, not DS. I don't know why for some reason I thought it learned it. I think maybe I am thinking of Ariados, which Ariados is one I know Ariados is not considered good. I still like it. Like, I think I had one that I think it had like Curse, Sludge Bomb. I think I stupidly sometimes will keep Leech Life even though I know it's not great. I've actually kept Leech Life on a Crobat before, which I know sounds really stupid. Yeah, dude, it's great. Oh shoot, did you guys see the announcement today about a certain Mon getting a Mega Evolution? Which I love how they have been announcing these Mega Evolutions. They have done such a good job with this, like, this time around doing it, like having these little special animations that feel a little like good short stories. Mega Nacho Libre. Nacho! HP Grass is okay on Weezing. I prefer Beedrill to Ariados. Beedrill's probably better. Because I think it's quicker. But yeah, definitely. Dude, I always wanted to like Hawlucha, but I always had a hard time just like using it. I think it's because I have a disposition for using Mons that do not evolve. I don't always like it. Like, I mean, I don't mind like Stantler. Like, Stantler's one that I want to try to use. No, you're not our blue spotted boy. Damn it. Lame sauce. But yeah, I always wanted to like it, but like I always found it hard. I wonder what its shiny is gonna look like. If the shiny is black and gold, I have to use it. Because I mean, I have a shiny Hawlucha from Scarlet and Violet that I found in the wild, I think. I think I still have it. That is one I want to see. I hope the shiny is gold and black and gold. If they don't do that, I have a feeling they're going to go with like black and purple, which is not bad because like it's its normal shiny colors. If they did that, I'd be okay with it. But I would really love to see black and gold. I think that would look great. But yeah, like that. Oh, that's so good. It's going to be so good seeing freaking Hawlucha actually. Tully, do you have a water stone for me? It's a great night for fishing. How's your trip coming along? Yeah, proud of you for knocking out the Rattata. I bet your mom is going to put a picture of you with that Rattata on the fridge. Love running CC White Herb Hawlucha with Unburden. SD if you want to be cheeky and acrobatics hits everything in the face. So hard in the face. I think I have a spot, didn't I? Oh, I have no room for it? Oh, shucks. I love how, dude, we had somebody earlier that, like, did, like, I think they forgot that stop signs existed in our area. And, like, because I got a stop sign, like, right outside my house. And I'm actually surprised that the guy's tires are not, like, jacked up. Because, like, they were already going fast, and then all I hear is them slam on the brakes. And then when I, like, look out to see what it was, I then still see that they, like, end up flying away. And I'm like, what are you doing? This is, like, not like I'm that, like, old man that's going to be, like, outside, like, you damn kids or whatever else, because it looked like an older truck. But I'm just like, dude, like, there are kids that, like, play around here. And there's, like, a couple of them that, like, when they're on their bikes, they'll just randomly come out of their driveway and it scares the piss out of me. Are Stantler and Giraffere considered, like, a duo? I don't know, but, like, how do they have, like, I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but I actually think that, like, Stantler should have been, like, which, I mean, it did later on. But, like, Stantler should have definitely been the, Stantler should have been the normal psychic type, and Giraffere I think could have been like normal dark. I don't know why they didn't do that. That made way more sense to me, especially like having Gen 2 introducing the dark type. That was the perfect fit, and then that could have been like a neat like little like comparison kind of thing with the two. But no, they're like we're gonna make Giraffere the normal psychic. Hey, people who run stop signs, I get it, they're annoying to use, but yeah, and that's like the only reason I think this neighborhood even has them is because of how many, like, it's super, super residential in the area we're in. And I think we even have like one spot where there's like a deaf kid too, so like even more of a reason to try to not, you know, pedal to the metal in the residentials. Also, like, old people get super mad at you, and a lot of the elderly around here, I mean, they're all retired, so like they'll go find you, like they'll find you, and they'll take pictures of your house and then call the police on you. Which we did have people who like complained about our neighbors that were across the street for a long time, but now we don't have to worry about them. You're not shiny either, bad Togepi. You're not shiny. But yeah, I don't know if they would be considered duos, but I definitely think that like that. I still think like if Girafarig would have been normal dark, that would have been super neat. Dude, I mean, I've seen like old people who like, especially like they will, especially if you're close, like they'll just like walk into your yard and just like I mean they'll call the police like with you like still out there, and they're just like, dude, what are you doing? And they're just like, I saw you run that stop sign and you almost hit that kid. Ma'am, that kid is at his front door. Like, there's no way I hit him. I saw you. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go inside now. Oh, the cops are coming. If traded Renegade. What are the odds with Shiny Doe? Yep, 1 in 64. I had to look past my cup. I'm like, oh wait, are we talking about stuff? Yeah, 1 in 64. So far, the only two that have been above odds is Onyx and then Dratini, which I don't, like I said, I don't intend to use Dratini for my shiny run, only because I'm gonna have a full team of 6. Maybe in the future, like, because one thing I also want to do is, I'm not gonna do like a catch 'em all run, but I'm gonna try to get the decks completed as much as I can, because you need to register at least 150 Pokemon in your decks in order to transfer mons from Stadium 2's stock into your Crystal game. So that's like the only way that I can do that. So I'm gonna have to catch everything. I'm so sad that in the Giga League there wasn't more stuff to assemble than 98 build of gold, silver. Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been neat, but we can't always get what we want. Oh wow, and egg hatching already. Come on, let's see that blue. See that blue. Blue? No? Alright, that's fine. You don't have to, Togepi. That's fine, you don't have to. It would have been nice if you did. You know what else would be nice? If you guys left a like on the video. Which I know one's already done that, but nice natural transition into making that little suggestion. Never tell me the odds. Golly, dude, if it... You know what's funny is I think if it was still like 1,000 eggs, that would still be under odds for if we were not doing anything to alter the odds to that. 97 Space Sword build isn't even beta gold and silver, it's a scrapped concept game. The 98 stuff is betas of the gold silver. Okay. Well, yeah, because what is it? That Space World was going to be, what is it? The first place you were in, I think, that ended up being called, like, Silent Hills or something. Which then I think, yeah, it was called, like, Silent Hills, but then apparently they had, like, the actual Silent Hill games that then came out, and they were like, oh, we can't do that, right? You're not. Yeah, that's lame. What are you, 19, 7, 12, 10? Yeah, that's not even great either. Bye, Togepi. Don't need you. I mean, need to see a playable version of that, which I think that happened within the last, like, what, 2 or 3 months, though, isn't it? Like, they got as much as they could from it. No, you know, I think I do remember seeing videos about it. That was within the last, like, 2 months or so. There's a red ROM hack called Kanto Expansion that uses some of the scrapped mons. Ooh. Interesting. I like the idea of that. Because you said it's red. Yeah, I always want to try to get into like ROM hacks of games. My only issue with like ROM hacks is like not everybody knows what will make a good Pokemon game. Not saying that there are not good ones out there. I think Drayano did a fantastic job with them. Like his one that like I actually if I play Platinum, I would probably end up playing a Renegade Platinum on here because I really liked it. But there are some where like just some of the changes that end up being made are not usually like great, or they don't like they think that like just making the levels really high compared to what you naturally would end up being at is not difficulty, that's just infuriating. Also, if you play that game, you're in for a surprise if you pick Squirtle. Oh, anything with the name Renegade is awesome. Gosh, I don't think there's no bias in that statement. Is it? Well, and that's because it uses that game probably uses Squirtle's original or what was originally going to be its evolution, because it actually wasn't going to be Blastoise. It was going to actually look more like what Wartortle was. And then for some reason they were like, nope, give that bitch cannons and make his tail less fluffy. Which, you almost have to kind of wonder, like, was that... I think I have, like, mixed feelings on it. A part of me is, like, and I think it's because we're so used to what Blastoise looks like now. And Blastoise looks like Squirtle could have come from it. You already know, childhood was a lie. Childhood was a lie. Like, I would have liked to have seen, like, I don't know, I think, like, if they could have redone Wartortle, because, like, my issue is like, Wartortle fits as a middle evolution, like, I don't think, I mean, other than I know, like, I think Quilladin is, like, the most hated middle evolution out of, like, any starter, but, like, starters, they always do such a good job of, like, making the middle evolutions look like teenagers. I can't explain it, but they always just, like, they look like the quintessential, like, teenager. Which makes sense because it's in the middle. Blastoise is also in that game. Was it gonna be like, I don't remember if there was gonna be separate or if they just included it and they're just like, yeah, you can do something different to, I don't know. Oh no, I'm in grass. Am I gonna get an encounter? I might get an encounter, won't I? Oh, cool, I didn't. Alright. Blastoise is in the game though. That's kind of nice. Like, because I think people would get sad not having their Comex. People would get so sad not having it. Nope, no egg. Lame. How long? We've already been going for an hour and 6 minutes. What? That's crazy. I think I'm still gonna go for like another hour and a half or so. We're gonna be here for a while. Separate Evo line. It's pre-Evo. Oh. Oh, see, now that name makes sense. Because it's still Blast, but then, like, Tyke, like a little kid. Right? A kid? Yeah. Makes sense. Ooh, I can't be yawning. What am I yawning for? I'm not even that tired. Not supposed to be that tired. I guess I am kind of tired, but that's not cool. Although I think I did only get about 6.5 hours of sleep last night. Which isn't bad. I've actually found that, like, I found myself not waking up in the middle of the night if I, like, sleep later than I normally did. No, you need to have the blue spot. Stop having that spot be red. Come on. And there's not even an egg there yet. Okay, so that's the first one there. Is Rinrin just Purloined but 1997? Rin. I don't think I know which one that is. Nope, no egg. Rin. Oh no, where's it? What? Oh, how did that go away? There it is. Oh yeah, that one. Most likely. It's Gen 1 only one special stat. Umbreon and Porygon Z are so freaking strong. Well, oh, that's right. They put Porygon Z in it? Dude. Like, I actually still, I don't know if I have it. No, I don't have it. I'd have to send it over. I actually have a Porygon. Um, I don't remember if it was a quiet or modest nature, but I have a Porygon Z. I think it had adaptability. Like, I mean, dude, it's probably like the Porygon Z that I used in that game. And it was in regular platinum, but it was my Japanese copy of it. The language barrier was difficult, but thanks to there's a nature chart that I could use that also has like what they are in Japanese, so I'm able to just use that. But I had a Porygon Z that, I mean, I could just one shot everything in a casual run because I also had it EV trained. It was the shit. Yeah, that Dark Hat. It almost looks like that could have easily been Purloin, and I actually like that one's design way more than Purloin. Like, that looks so much better in my opinion than Purloin does. Not that Purloin is bad, but I think that would have been so much better. It's anything related to Gen 1 Poke, so future Evos, regional forms, paradox form. Golly. I mean, what's like another Mon that had like really good special attack or whatever? You're still not having that blue spot, Togepi. What are you doing? You gotta be cool, man. What's like another like really good special... I'm trying to think of like another like good special attacker that would like translate differently. Oh, you know, I was gonna say Reuniqueless, but because like Reuniqueless also has good HP, which would have made it like nice and specially bulky as well. But then I also remember that abilities were not a thing, so I don't know if it still would have been as useful, other than the fact that like if it, with its defense that it had, it probably would have been slightly better than Alakazam or around the same. Portland looks like it belongs in the 80s British Kiss program. That sounds so specific. Also, the all the scrapped pokes from the beta, red and green. Ooh. Altogether, 251. That's a solid amount. Pretty solid amount. Gosh, and they had a ton of scrapped ones. And I think they occasionally, I mean, I know it's been proven that they do go back to like scrapped Mons designs and try to not so much reuse them, but they'll take the basic idea and try to like revitalize it a little bit. Because I think they did that with Muna or Muna, I don't know how y'all pronounce it. 252, if you can find the April Fool's update, you can get Yoshi, but it's hard to because of that freaking because of that rumor that was there like a bajillion years ago where they're like, you can get Yoshi in the game. You can also get Luigi in the game too. If you really try, you can get Luigi. Luigi's in Pokemon. It's like, that doesn't even make any kind of sense. But, I mean, sure, if people want to do that. Nintendo Power rumor. So silly. It's so goofy. I mean, like, and it's, like, and the people, I mean, and then great, I know they probably were like, yeah, we're totally gonna fool the kids who are, like, 8, 9 years old. Like, they're gonna believe this stuff. But then it's like you get, I mean, granted, I don't know, like, back in the, well, granted, I know everybody was playing Pokemon back then, but, like, were you gonna get, like, a 16, 17-year-old that's playing and they're just like, yeah, why would they put Luigi in the game? That makes no sense. When was that, yeah, outside Rock Tunnel, they talked about how they found a pink, I think I don't remember if they said fluffy, but they said like a pink mon with a floral pattern, and everybody was like, oh shit, they're talking about Mona. So it's like, yeah, which was, I'm still wondering like how that like happened. And then it's like, you know, translators were like, hey, wait, is there even a Pokemon that looks like that? And they're just like, no. And it's like, well, alright then. Whatever. Like, for me, it would have, like, and especially, like, well, I was going to say you see it so early, but I don't think you can actually see it until you at least have the badge for Surf. So I mean, you wouldn't see it till later, but like if you were to have seen that like early on, that would have like driven you up a wall. Like if you've played like the beginning of the game and somebody told you that, and it's like, oh cool, that I'm gonna find a pink Pokemon with a floral pattern, then you never find it, and you have your dex filled, you're gonna be like, wait, I don't get it. We had caveman internet back then, so people just made up stuff and then put it online. Dude, if it's on the internet, it has to be true. Well, and I think it didn't help that they had like art and stuff for Meryl that I think got leaked before the Pikachu's Vacation like played, and yeah, and then so like yeah, because I think it was a screenshot of the movie or something. So yeah, everybody was like, "It's Pika Blue. It's one of the Pokegods." It's like, what? And then later on, technically they did start making, you know, gods. You get like Arceus, which is like the one, and then you get like Giratina. He's you know, he's Santa, and then you get, you know, stuff like Dialga and Palkia. Like Gen 4, it's like you get like Gen 1. It's like we have some really cool birds. And then we got this like genetic abomination that can absolutely just like tear everybody up. Yep. Well, and they were also like they were one Pokemon. Then they ended up splitting them and having like two different forms based off a location. But yeah, like Red Blue, like Gen 1 was like, yeah, Tyranitar, yeah, dude. Which, and like Tyranitar, I think they said that was also like, you know, one of their like older designs, or they say they're like, you know, it's like it wasn't Tyranitar, but I mean, like, look at it, that's Tyranitar, like it totally is. But yeah, like Gen 1's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have some like birds and, you know, genetic abomination, and then Gen 2 got like a little fancy with theirs, like we got like this bird that can bring stuff back to life because it's a phoenix, and we got this guy in the water who, I mean, is like impossible to knock out. Like, damn, is he not annoying? And then Gen 3 was like, these things are going to make the world end. It's like there's such a huge jump with like Gen 2 to 3 with just like what the legendaries were capable of, or what they were gonna do, or what they were gonna be. Such a big jump. And then Gen 4 is like, these things are like literal gods. Alan, man, why is everybody wanting to battle me? Give me more stones. Or you know what? If I already have the stones, if I've already gotten the stones from them once, would I have to like beat the Elite Four again to get more stones from them? First time I saw a photographer guy with the Meryl, I was like, this guy just randomly found Pika Blue. It's gotta be real. Oh yeah, I think they originally, no, Meryl? That was Tracy, right? Yeah, that's Tracy. Yeah, Tracy had the Meryl. And then when he said it was called Meryl, I was like, wait, the internet lied? The kids on the playground lied? And then you went, as long as you didn't go home crying to your parents and telling them that, I think that's okay. It's okay to be upset by that, but if you were just like, Mom, Dad, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I'm gonna double check that none of these, no mark, no mark. Okay, yeah, no. Release by Togepi. And release. Couldn't remember his name, just that Meryl. Yeah, I think it was Tracy. That sounds about right. And then Misty ended up having one like later on. No, she had an Azurill. I don't remember if she ever actually evolved it or not. I don't think she did. Think how that felt? Felt better about not being able to find it. Originally, Raikou, Entei, Suicune were stationary, and Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres were the roamers. That was by the fact they could flee and counter with Ace Scan. Oh, that's interesting. And you know, that one actually makes more sense for the birds to be roamers, because you've already been, you know, they were already static encounters in the first game, and they're birds. Birds don't like staying in one place. But like, you know, a doggo or beast, as they want to call them, whatever. Those probably would end up like more stationary, unless they're like closer to wolves. Well, wolves do not sit around too long. I lost interest in the show around Orange Islands. Last episode I remember watching was Ash caught Snorlax. Yeah, it's pretty late. I gotta the series is on YouTube now. Like I wanna kind of rewatch it. It still surprises me how close it was between episodes from Ash having Charmeleon to it evolving to Charizard. I think there was like a 3 or 4 episode gap, and that was it. And it's like, wow, this Charmeleon's an asshole. And then you get Charizard, and it was like, wow, this Charizard is still an asshole. There's leftover data for a stationary Entei encounter. Further prove that. Arceus location at 98 maps. Oh, okay. And it's evidence that more by the fact the concept was used in Platinum as roamers. Yeah, because then Gen 3 you didn't see them. Gen 3 the only way to get them was through XD Gale of Darkness, which I have in the back. And I played that last year? I think I played XD last year, or like super early this year. Which I do intend to play those again, but I also still need to do like I want to restart that. Like now that I have like a more solid a solid thing going on here. Like I was very like sporadic on how I was able to like do stuff when I was first starting, but now like I have consistency in my life. I want to try to do XD or Coliseum again, and then do all the Mount Battle and all that stuff, and then XD again, but actually do like Mount Battle and all that extra stuff. Yeah, I get the Beast in Coliseum. Yeah, Coliseum. That's where you got him. And I like that XD had the whole like all the special moves on Mons, which is why I stopped transferring stuff to home, just because home absolutely ruins. Well, not home, but sending them to like Gen 8 and stuff upwards completely ruins them because of their unique moves. Back when Ho-Oh was Golden Bird, yeah. Well, because Gold and Silver were in development when the anime started. I think that's why they showed Ho-Oh. And he also had, was it like a... I don't think like what else too. So much stuff to reuse. Gold, Silver, Beta, honey trees, Tangrowth, Leafeon. Well, we could have had Tangrowth in Gen 2. That would have been the shit. Hell yeah, more eggs. I can't believe, like, if they actually had, like, concept of freaking Tangrowth and Gold, Silver, Crystal, and I think it would have made a lot of sense having it in freaking Hoenn. That could have been a great place to have it. Though I would almost actually say weirdly, like, well, I don't know, I guess they had it because Platinum did have, like, the swamp and stuff, which I guess works. No, that actually does work. That actually works out pretty well. And they were gonna have Mime. Man, I don't know if Mime Jr. would have fit. They planted honey trees in Gen 2. Special headbutt trees weren't annoying enough. Oh, and you know what? Since I'll have a Togepi with headbutt also, I think I can actually get... A part of me really wants to use a Pineco, but I'm gonna attempt to not double up on types. I don't personally mind doubling up on types on my teams. If they're Mons I want to use, I'll make those Mons work. But I feel like people are, and this is not like, dang, they play, oh yeah, honey trees. Like, I know these games very well, but, I end up getting like a slight, and I try not to make it show, but like when you get people who, like I said, I definitely know these games super well, but you get people who hop in and they try to like tell you, like, if you're not seeking out the help, or it's like you're clearly struggling and you're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like, offering up help there is cool, but I get a lot of people who would just hop in and they're just like, oh, you're using Togepi. You should drop that and use something else that's better, like Tauros. And I'm like, yeah, no, I understand Togepi's not great, but I'm like using it. It's fun. I like it a lot. There's a site which you can just put your TID into it and it shows you every tree that Heracross can appear. Ooh. That's actually nice. Heracross is tempting to use. Is it still pink in this game? I think it was pink, pinkish purple. Because I know a lot of shinies changed. I mean, you can even see the difference between the shinies, how they are in this game, like compared to even like Stadium. Like Stadium 2, like shows Dratini being pink, like clearly it's pink, but in this it looks like that purplish color. So like they're not the same, but I mean like they knew what they were doing still. But yeah, like I always have a thing where it's like people are like trying to tell me like how to play the game, and I'm like, guys, I promise you, like I know how to play these games well. I know what I'm doing, and then people are just like, man, you really shouldn't be using that, or oh, I wouldn't have done that if I were you. It's like, that's great, you're not me. Who's got the cool hat on? Think I know what I'm doing. I understand why you use Togepi. Dude, well, and it's not even like harder. I don't feel that I struggle with it. And I know it's gonna be easier to use because of the boosted experience. But I also see the boosted experience as not being like I don't think it makes it like everybody likes being a higher level by the time they get to the Elite Four because they feel weak when their stuff is only like in the late 30s, early 40s. But it's like, well, that's how they clearly set the game up, which sucks. But you can also train them because like this game was also designed, and this is something I think people don't realize as well. They give you the phone because they want you to retrain or rebattle trainers. Like they wanted to make this game feel actually like you almost kind of like it wants to feel like it's possible to kind of feel like you're living in it a bit. Like you get people who will randomly call you and be like, "Hey, I'm in the mood to battle you. You should come battle me." And I mean, they did it significantly better in Gen 3 than they did Gen 2. Catch 22 with Heracross, you can't have both a rock move and a fighting move. You need hidden power for either. Yeah, because it doesn't get Rock Slide, I think, until like Gen 3 or 4. Yeah, God, that's terrible. Well, because the only other fighting move it gets is freaking, the only other fighting move it gets is Rock Smash. The levels being under the Elite Four is to account for the Elite Four's lack of TMs. No, I mean, Ariados has Giga Drain. I mean, Lance is Dragonites. I mean, shoot, almost everything about those. There's definitely TMs involved with that. Hitmontop has Dig. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of TMs that were actually used in that whole thing. You can misuse the Living Daylights out of rebattles by changing the daylight savings time. Rockslide in Gen 3, okay, yeah. Point about phone makes sense, but they didn't need to make the encounter level so low. I mean, I think they just wanted to give you a reason to have to use it. Well, and the daycare was also introduced in this, so they probably also assumed that there were going to be people who were going to be okay with using their money to, you know, essentially give their mons levels. Like that. Oh yeah, static speed. That I can understand that one. But yeah, I think there was just a lot that they like. It's kind of like how in like Gen 4 and Gen 3 is kind of too. If you use everything that the game provides for you, the game almost feels easy, and that you'll do super well if you do all the dailies, if you actually like kept up with like the berries, all that stuff. Like the games become like they feel like totally different by the end of it, because you're doing a bunch of stuff that like, you know, if you're just like a casual player who doesn't do all the extra stuff, it can be relatively difficult. But if you're doing everything that's available in that game, all the the rematches you can do, the trainers in the Pokemon centers, everything else, like you'll be like absolutely yoked by the end of the game. Oh yeah, they did have that in Gen 1. But you couldn't put 2 Pokemon in it. You can only put 1 in it. See, now it's different. But yeah, I forgot they had the daycare in that. I don't know. I also feel like the daycare wasn't as like I don't know. Weirdly enough, I feel like it's like the daycare is very forgettable in Gen 1. Like, I mean, the fact that I forgot about it. But like I always kind of have to remind myself that like the daycare does exist. And then you get like Fire Red Leaf Green, where you have the ability to put 3 Pokemon in a daycare all at once, because you get like the one in the Sevi Islands that lets you put the 2 in, because that's where breeding is available. And then you get that first one that you get, well, he only still takes the 1. Name a Magikarp Mew leveled up in the daycare to 50, and involving the Mew is another internet lie. Yeah. Yeah, the internet's so freaking goofy when it came to stuff. Like, it's even like I think I remember like looking up like cheats for some games, and I remember just like kind of thinking, like there were some things where I was like, that doesn't seem right. I don't think that's true. Then you actually like kind of tried it out and it did work. I also think like the first time that like I don't know if people like, I mean, for if there are people who play like Banjo-Tooie, and it's not like a cheat or anything, but like I always end up with like more than, was it like 2 or 3 doubloons in Jolly Roger, because you don't actually have to pay a doubloon for the room to get into at the inn. You can just blow up the door and just get in that way. I mean, he gives you crap for it. He's like, do you know how expensive that would be? It's like, yeah, you can take my money if you wanted to. Just like forcibly be like, yeah, no, now you owe me a coin. You blew up my door. There's a glitch in Japanese red and green to use a daycare to transform a Magikarp in the Mew. There is. Well, shucks, it's a... I'm going to have to replace the battery in this, and I'm going to have to test out your theory. See if that actually works. I'm going to make it happen now. We're going to find out. Is False Screen sending out false rumors? Link's Awakening, where you can steal from the shop. Yeah, is it possible to successfully steal from there? I always thought it was possible to steal from it. I think people are like, they're like, it's specific, but like it's possible, but like, I don't know. I actually still, I have Link's Awakening for the Switch. I did not beat it. I don't remember how far in I got on it. But like, that was a game that I kind of felt like I needed to have somebody who knew the game more than I did, like with me to play it. You just have to get the movement down correctly. Yeah, like, I mean, Link's Awakening is one that I want to play. But I guess there's also be the question, I would contemplate if I want to, like, which Link's Awakening do I want to play? I think people don't, or people liked the remake, right? Blue. No? Damn it. You were supposed to be blue. Dang. An egg? No, no egg. No egg. I don't know what this music is from. They both have their charms. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. There we go. Now we got an egg. How many do I have here right now? Okay, I have enough for one more, and then the next time I'll have to go and drop it off. Transform a water type Pokemon into Mew glitch. Experimentation. Chickasaurus? The one for Sitch nerfed the heck out of the boomerang though. Basically insta-kill in the original game. Golly. So like a part of me almost wants to try out the part of me kind of does want to try out like the original, well, not try out the original. Like I said, I've played the Switch version. Is Link's Awakening DX available on the Game Boy NSO? I want to say it is, right? That one should be. Everybody loved that game. I mean, there's a bunch of games I still need to like play though. Like I've been playing a bunch of stuff that I like know and I'm cozy with, except for Paper Mario. I don't know. I didn't know. I'd only ever seen Paper Mario played. I never actually played it myself. If it's not there, there's always ROMs. Yeah, which it's gonna be a bummer, but at some point I do want to play Black and White. But when I play, and I will be playing White version if I do it. but I sadly will have to play it that way, which I don't like doing it, but I don't have a captured DS, so I'm definitely gonna have to play that game. But I mean, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. I have, I mean, multiple copies of Black and White and their sequels, because I just love those games so freaking much. And I have to go put this Togepi away. I had, I mean, I got them while they were still like before that like nostalgia stage, where now all of a sudden they're like 80, $90 now to get those games. Author of the guide on the Magikarp to Mew glitch. That was a video name. User Meow346 from Azure Heights. Forum in '98 discovered the glitch. Always told the truth. See, it's not. It's nice when you actually have like reputable sources. I don't know what it is about nowadays. Like people are just, since my phone is the only way I can record gameplay, I've learned to accept ROMs. Yeah, that was. I mean, dude, when I originally wanted to try to start making videos on YouTube, like I was recording my battles in my Y version, and I don't think I ever did it for Alpha Sapphire, but like when I first started, I tried using my phone to record them, and I remember like thinking, like I had to make sure that like none of my nobody else was really home, because I didn't want them to like walk around and like talk or whatever, because I still wanted to have like the game audio play. Like, dude, I'm like trying to like record gameplay and stuff like it was freaking 2013 or 2012, maybe even like 2010, like old YouTube days, like Leroy and Super Skarmory era stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is what you do nowadays. And like now, if you try doing that, people would just be like, "What are you doing? Are you like 12? Like, do it on the computer. This is the future now." Which like now that makes sense to do it there, because now there's also like screen capture and stuff, which is easier to do. So like it's something I'll probably end up doing in the future. And there's still some other games that I like want to play that I'm gonna end up using like I played Yoshi's Island DS because I had it on I have it on the Wii U. That's also how I did Super Mario 64 and Kirby Squeak Squad. Oh, what's that other? Alan, do you have a Firestone for me? Tanglo's getting stronger. Knocked up Bellsprout. Thank you. So useful. But like that's how I was like recording stuff then. And like now it's like I had the means to get a lot of this stuff now. My only concern is gonna be if my capture card goes, I'm gonna have to get a new capture card and then learn how that works. Because I like still playing like on my legitimate stuff, just because I can save it or whatever. And like if I play games like DK64, I'm gonna want to play it. I want to play it on the cart, only because I know I'm used to it, and also like because I have it on the Wii U, so I could play it there. The only issue I kind of have with doing it there is that because there's no lag, like some of the fights were definitely designed around it, and I talk about it all the time, but like it was designed with lag in mind, which everybody also knows that too, so it's not new. But like actually like doing some parts of it, I'm just like, yeah, this is like abysmal. And watching there's a guy I know I'm subbed to him, and we're actually playing Sonic DX right now. I gotta find out if he's able to do another one, if he's able to try to continue that like next weekend or something. But like he was playing DK64, and I think because he's playing it with like no lag, so there's just like he's trying to do like the K. Rool fight, and like the area where you're in his in his shoe, having to shoot his tootsies, that is like borderline impossible to do when you have no lag, because it's so fast, and it had that in mind when it did it. Oh, I know. I've been watching yours because I have a long play version of it, but like the long play version for me is I can just, it's 10 hours or so long, and I can just. It sounds so like I don't know how you describe it, but I can just listen to DK64 and like Banjo Tooie. I can just listen to the game being played with no commentary, and I'm like happier than a clam in mud. Like I can just listen to that at work all day, and I can also like listen and I'll know what's going on. Yeah, yeah, well, because I know was it you had that one video that's like I think I'll just leave the rabbit alone or something. I was like, because like when you said that, I was like, I think I know exactly what he's talking about when he says that. Because yeah, I know that's is it Starfruit that was saying that? They were like, yeah, no, like without the lag, there are actually some that are legitimately impossible to complete. There's like one or two bananas that without it, they're almost impossible. And I think that's one of them. No, that was a joke because he's strapped to the barrel. Oh, yeah. I when I play DK64, like I said, it's gonna happen at some point in the next couple of months. There's so much about that game that like I love the games and I know I do very well within the first like 3 or 4 worlds of it, but once it comes to the later points of it, I I start to look like a new player because I'm like, all right, and now we're gonna go and look at what's over here. Oh, nope, can't go that way. It requires a different character. Damn it. Whereas if I'm playing like Jungle Japes or Angry Aztec, I'm like, okay, guys, I know exactly what we're doing, and we're making this look great. Tiny's Gloomy Galleon episode, I can't catch the ferry. And because that's one of those too where it's like it's constantly moving, has like no stoppages or whatever. Like it's almost like you have to have it like set, like you just like sit the camera in one spot and you just have to hope for the best. Oh, and that's like a thing I'm gonna do also. Like speaking of the banana fairies, that's like the first thing I'm gonna do as soon as I'm able to get out of as soon as I'm out. I step out onto DK Isle. I will be I will immediately go and talk to the fairy there. Just won't catch fairies underwater. Huh. Well, I also know when it comes to so like I've noticed too, like because I think you were doing the mini games in it. The Wii U version has a similar issue just because they've never really perfected like N64 emulation. Like you'll notice in like the mini games and stuff where like the sound effects will play, but the music won't play, or it'll play but it'll play like 20-30 seconds in, or it'll start playing but like by the time it starts playing you're like done. I think that's like one of like the errors in emulation where they're like, yeah, that we just don't have that figured out yet. And I know that's like a whole thing with it. Like I think like I don't know, I think it's what Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie were like was like I think it's Banjo-Tooie specifically was like the hardest game to be able to emulate just because it was so well protected. Most of the bonus barrels are silent. Like dude, the slot machine one, still not blue, son of a bitch. The slot machine one is like the most unsettling because it literally is all you just hear is like that's all you get from it. It's just that noise, and then like in the middle of it, it would be and you're like, oh gee, all right, now I'm scared. I was used to the silence, and now it's blasting me. Jigglypuff, dude. Actually, another mon that I wanted that I actually contemplated using was a Snubble. But then I was like, no, then you'd have 2 normal types. I want to try to have like as many. I want to have as much variety as I can. Another one that I actually wanted to use too was because I legitimately like Furret. Furret's actually a mon in. At some point in the future, I will intend to do it. I want to try to play gold, silver, or either gold or crystal with just Furret. Or I'm probably like Centred until like the last gym. And then if it gets a level on Claire, I'll let it evolve after Claire. Or maybe I'll let it evolve at the last rival fight. I'm not sure. The big swatting one is also pretty off-putting. Just hearing the bug laughing, dude. Yeah, well, yeah, because that one is like it really is. I mean, that's just real life. That's just real life. Like you're trying to get a bug, and you're gonna feel just like it's usually like that quiet, and it's just you just swatting at the air or smacking the wall. Togepi, why don't you want to have the blue spot for me? I don't. We're not above odds, but like I was kind of hoping to have it by now. We're hour and 44 minutes in. Yeesh. Right? Because none of y'all are it, right? I'm gonna double check, but I was like, I'm pretty sure they're not. 7, 9. Okay, those are not great either. So they're not even ones I'd want to keep. But yeah, I know. I think like for me, it's definitely like the slot one is probably the oddest one. Gosh, you know what's another one that'd probably be like really sad too is the one where you're trying to stop the I'm trying to remember, are they gators? I think they're gators, right? The green ones, the ones that, you know, they stop the banana fairies from getting, you know, snapped and eaten. Like that one too would be just like, because all it is literally it's just silence and then the occasional grr and their like little chompy noise. And then them just like eating a fairy and just the sad scream. I don't know what this music is from. It sounds like I should know what this is from too. And it's not coming to me. At least Beaver Bother still has music. Hearing nothing but the chirping would be torture. Dude, I haven't played Beaver Bother in so long, and I know everybody hates it. It just seems to be so just like instinctual when it's like, Beaver Bother? Yeah, that game's the devil. Peril Path Panic, that one had music. That's nice. And that's like one that like is a little like, I mean, it's got like a decent amount going on with it too. Yes, buy Togepi. Release. Because none of you are the Togepis I'm looking for, which is sad. Okay, yeah, I should be on for like another, like, probably be on for another half hour, 45 minutes. I might still be around. Go have fun at work, though. If that is possible. Some people don't like work, or where they work at. I do want the egg. Yes. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, though. Very much appreciate that. What is this music? I have no idea what this music even is. Gives me a little bit of like a Zelda bar. It's security at a bar. Ooh. Like Roadhouse. Except probably not as cool or Swayze like. We'll say, like, speaking of like Roadhouse though, that was a movie we watched the what is it though? I don't know why I can't remember what the main guy's name. Like his face is Jake Gyllenhaal. Gyllenhaal? Whatever, that guy. But his name is like right there. I can see his face, but I couldn't think of his name. Like we watched the Roadhouse, the remake or whatever with him in it. I actually really liked it. I think there were a lot of people that were like, if you like the original Roadhouse, don't watch this one. This one's a bastardization, and I can't believe they would actually try to make this. And I was like, I thought the movie wasn't bad. I mean, maybe it's because it's like if you compare it to the original, it's going to be very different. But like, I thought it was like interesting. But I think it's also because I really liked the way that it ended. Even though there were a lot of people that were just like, ugh, I hate Conor McGregor. He's such an asshole. And, his character in that movie was an asshole. And I was like, yeah, but I I think he kind of nailed that role though. Like he did a super good job of doing that. I actually really liked it. A lot of people don't, but I really liked the way that the end of that whole thing went. Oh shoot! I wonder if it's still. Actually, I want to watch it now. We do have we have Amazon. I could watch it. I actually would not mind watching it again. I really enjoyed that movie. Or if I did, maybe I would just like watch the end and just watch like the fight scenes or whatever. That was a really nice movie though. I say especially toward the end. Probably mostly toward the end. I guess if I had to say anything about it, it'd be mostly the end. But yeah, I know a lot of people don't like that McGregor fellow though. I never saw anything else with him. I never watched I don't recall any of his fights. Like I could probably I mean if I watched him, I mean I don't know how great he is. I know there's a point where I mean like and it happens to anybody if you fight long enough or you know you've done it long enough. Like you're gonna end up like not doing as well or you know it's like things are gonna be different on how you do stuff. Like I don't know. But I think that was like a thing people were starting to say is like, you know, as he got like farther and farther down, they were just like, yeah, no, he's not good. He's not good. Was he? You know, whether he was ever good or not, I'm like, I don't know. But I mean, like, oh well. He's having fun now. I think that's what matters. He's having fun now. And you know, all the injuries he's had, he's still living. He's doing good. That's nice. For a fighter to actually do that well and having the kind of career he did, like the fact that he is like upright and still there is like phenomenal. Such a good bop. Because this is Treasure Trove Cove. I'm gonna say Jolly Roger Lagoon. No, it's not that. Do I have room for another egg? I do have room for another egg. Come on, I'm hoping to get Togepi today. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get it today. I'm hoping to get Togepi this week. I think the chances of me getting it are high because what today's Thursday. Tomorrow I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be on. I want to say I'll be on Saturday. I gotta find out too about how my Saturday is gonna go, because I think I still I know I still need to beat a DKC1 with Stare Fruit, and I think Navi's not available on Saturdays. I think he said he was only Tuesdays and Friday nights, which I can't really do Tuesday nights because Tuesdays are for the wife. We go get tacos. And if there's a movie that came out that we want to go see, we go see the movie. Because the movie's only $5 on Tuesdays. So you get $1.50 tacos and then you go see a movie. Dude, for like one person to go do all that stuff, like literally I can get like 3 tacos and be fine, which is $4.50 and then $5 ticket for less than $10. I get to go out and have an evening to myself where I'm like, hell yeah, this was perfect. Ooh, you know, depending on how things go, maybe that's what I'll do. I took off the 15th the next month, and I'm contemplating on what it is that I want to do for that day. I don't know if I want to try to do something online here, or if I actually want to like take the day for myself and just have like an entire me day. Like I'd start the morning, I'd go to a diner like by myself. Because I know the wife's going to want to do something. You know, she and I can do something together on like Saturday or Sunday. But like for like the me day itself, I think I kind of want to like, you know, go to a diner like early in the morning. That I think I need to make space. I do. I need to make space for that. But yeah, I want to do a diner super early in the morning. And then maybe like go on like a drive and go find... because I do need to find another copy of Stadium 2. And I actually think I would like take the time and effort to like go. I just realized that Monday is a holiday and like no places are probably going to be open. So I don't think I actually could do that. Unless there are places that are going to be open Labor Day. Which I don't know. I have to find that out now. Shucks. I mean, I know like a lot of restaurants are gonna be open like Labor Day, but like I don't know. There's just gonna be like some like secondhand stores I have to go and like check out and just make sure like I go and find a legitimate copy of Stadium 2 so that I can keep this one, but still have a Stadium 2 that I can start like from the bottom up and go through it with this all shiny team, which would be the Shiznit. Which if I do that too, I think I need to try to have it where I'm able to do certain cups with just them. I won't be able to do a little cup with them, but I think I could do the next one up if I plan it accordingly. I can do the one. The only issue I would end up having is do I want to trade? Do I want to get Steelix the way that I intended to get, which was saving and then catching a bunch of Magnemite, checking for the 5% metal coat, and then just do that until I get one and do it that way? Or do I want to use the one of like 3 or 4 that I have in my storage, and I can use that and just get Steelix like ASAP, which probably not gonna do. I'm on the fence about whether I want to do it that way or not. I might. And then egg? No? Alright, that's fine. No egg. That's fine. Fine and dandy. And then we go down. Oh, yeah. Oh. So I wonder... Egg now? Oh yeah, look at that. Egg now. And actually, I'm going to step away for a quick second. I will be right back. I'm going to actually do something real quick. Alright, cool. Had to check out on something real quick, but we're good now. Okay, that's fine. It's me, it's Dana. Psyduck is so full of energy. Magnemite got away from me again. Okay, so it is Dana. Dana's the one that we're waiting on. Oh wait, no, I need my egg. I wonder what level that freaking... Was it 94 when I think I started or whatever? You do want it? Yes. Cool. Take good care of it. What is Ditto now? So I think it was 94. Alright, geniuses are what? Do you want to see your Ditto? Ditto's grown a lot. It's grown by 2. So what? Ditto's 96 now? This Ditto's gonna be too strong to handle. I don't know. I'm contemplating kind of. If I get another like full, oh, you know what? If I'm able to get another, I don't know, I want to keep going for a while longer. I want to see the shiny Togepi. I want to be ready to like actually move forward with doing Crystal. We got potential to have that real soon, I think. And like I said, I think I might be able to do it maybe this weekend. I don't know. I'll try to go out and get another copy of Stadium 2. If I don't do it this weekend, might have to try to do it the weekend of the 15th. Oh, you know what? I just realized I won't even be able to do it this... If I did it Monday, I'd probably have to try to go to like places in the morning, which, like I said, most of them are probably not even going to be open. No, still not the blue spot. Da-na-na, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. No, no nickname for the Togepi. Goldenrod City. Still so sad I was not able to actually get the I was not able to get the Onyx to hatch there. This music, I feel like I should know it. I don't know it off the top of my head. Beach setting. Definitely like a steel drums kind of thing going. I wish I knew what game this was. It sounds nice. Hella chill. Oh man. Should not be this tired already. Then again, I did. I don't know. Do I want to? I am like really tired. I mean, what is it? It's been okay. We're about to hit the 2-hour mark. I'll hatch like 2 or 3 more eggs, and then I think I'll probably end up calling it. Sadly. Blue? No, not yet. Beep, beep. That's what it always looks like. So it's going like beep, beep. Okay. Here. I keep having to remember. Has headbutt right there. 799 897. If you were quicker, I'd probably try to keep you, but you're not. You're slow. You're slow. I don't like that. I don't like that you're slow. And then egg? No, no egg. Not yet. Oh my gosh, I just got like so nervous for a second. I thought he was about to start taking a piss right in front of me. I was gonna be like, dude, no. Oh, that made my freaking heart stop for a second. I was about to get so upset. Oh my gosh, I actually thought my dog was about to pee on our fucking wall. Holy, he had never done something like that. That was gonna be so confusing if he did that. Okay, I think I want to get like 2 more eggs hatched, and then I think I'm gonna call it an evening. I'm definitely feeling tired, and I want to get more sleep than I have been the last few nights. I was definitely neglecting myself from that, which I was not very happy about. And then egg? No, alright. That's fine. Hell yeah, Mario Kart. Oh, wait, know what? That's another thing I want to do is Mario Kart 64 in the future. I gotta make that happen. What did I say? Like, in the future, I can do that on Saturday if I wanted to. I can actually... I think I can. Might even try to do it like a little like drink and drive in Mario. Who knows? Mario Kart. Brum. And then, nope, no egg. So like I said, I'm going to do like 2 more, hatch 2 more eggs. And then we're going to call it a day. I said, I think 2 hours on a Thursday is pretty solid. And I said, I don't think I'll be available tomorrow. I don't think so. And I think I'm going to end up being, I think I'll end up just being a spectator tomorrow. Because I think Mr. Ryan does Crystal tomorrow also. And then yoink up. Vroom. Man, Mario Kart always had like really good music too. And like even like this one, like it's not like as like high energy as like, you know, the newer ones are. But I think it does exactly what it like needs to do still. It's like yeah, it's the menu, it's not like crazy right now, but it's like you're hanging out, you're getting ready to do some fun stuff. We're getting you kinda like excited for it. But we're not trying to get you like, you know, bouncing in your seat excited for it. But they do at the beginning with that like sweet opening menu stuff. Come on, we 1 more egg hatch and then we're gonna call it. Which is funny, because the last time when I did Onyx, like the first egg of the day, which was the only one or so that was left over from like my previous stream, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm calling it a day. We're good. I don't need to continue. Ended up getting the freaking shiny Onyx first freaking egg. So neat. And egg? No? Alright. So yeah, I think we'll probably even like end up hatching one first before we even get the next egg. Because I think there was a point where we had like a couple in succession. Is this from Paper Mario? I think this is from Paper Mario. It sounds like it. Could be wrong. It sounds like it though. I freaking love Butters singing, and like any South Park episode with Butters singing is always good. Lou Lou Lou. Oh, it sounds so good. And then egg. Hey, look at that egg. And I gotta put these other Togepis away, cause I don't need them. They're not, or at least I don't think I need them. Right? Cause none of you. Yeah, you're not. You're not. And no, yeah, for sure you're not. Release. Yes. Let it go. Bye bye Togepis. Go off and make some people happy by showing up in their lives. Even though y'all are baby. Oh. And we're hatching another one, so I guess we'll hatch this one, we'll collect that egg, and we're going to be good for the evening. Bloop. Look at that. Still not shiny. That's nice. That's very good. I like that. I like that a lot. Togepi came out of its egg. No nickname. Deposit. Actually, let me check out its stats real quick. 18, 17. Gross. Super gross stats. Did not like that. Not a bit. No. So yeah, we'll collect this egg, and then we'll go save in the Pokemon Center, just because I also want to continue getting the gifts and stuff. Which, I mean, I'm sending them straight to my straight to the metal box anyway, so it's not like I'm going to really be using them. It's a bummer you cannot transfer, you cannot put dolls in Stadium storage. I would have those in there so quick, but I think those are like weird, like specific ones where it's like you can't get it anywhere else. Shiny save the game. Oh boy, but yeah, as we I think as we wrap it up, I think I'll just kind of, I guess I'll say all that stuff now is appreciate the likes y'all have left behind. If you have a delivery for me, a Bitterberry will go here. Man, appreciate the likes. Appreciate all y'all who are wanting to make sure that y'all come back again, and you know when to come back again by leaving one of them there, you know, hitting one of those subs buttons, and it'll be super nice also seeing that number rise up, and we are on our way to 200. I'm looking forward to seeing that number rise again. And I love having all these shinies. We got these 3 so far though, that these are going to be used on the team. Togepi's the last one, and then we will be getting started with our freaking adventure with Crystal proper. I mean, we also have, you know, Batgirl here, we got Night here. But yeah, we got Onyx. Onyx is going to do fantastic. And it's got really good stats too. I really liked how it ended up going. I think its HP could have been a little bit higher, but like we got Chikorita. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but like I like Chikorita. It's whatevs. I think Charmander is going to end up doing pretty well too, and it's going to be mostly our, you know, special attacker and whatnot. I mean, so is Chikorita. Chikorita is going to be taking hits too. No, I did not. I'm kind of like on the fence right now. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm getting like super tired, which like it sucks. Oh yeah, but so yeah, but I will say like from like personal shiny hunts that I did, I got this Zubat, but I got this a while ago, and then this is the Dratini I was talking about. But yeah, it's got Surf, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam on it. Golly, I am so tired. But yeah, so like that's like a part of me wants to use it, but I know I also like that's gonna be a Dragonair for so long if I did, unless I literally spent, you know, like hours grinding up to try to get Dragonite. I was actually contemplating this, which cup. Oh, well, no, this isn't gonna be for the cups. This is gonna be like, well, I guess it will. In the next 2 weeks, I want to go and try to find a physical cartridge for Stadium 2, because I don't want to say, or I don't want to delete the save data from this one, because I mean, one, I got a bunch of Pokemon saved on it, Actually, if you can even see it too. So like we got like I've got so many Mons. I mean, I got like this Kingdra. I'm trying to look and see. Like, I mean, like I got like this Togetic from like before that I was trying to use for something. Never got to use it. Where is Seadra, Chansey? Like, oh yeah, so this is the last time I used a Togetic. This is what it ended with. See, I ended up with like all those moves, which I think Psychic I gave it to it using a TM that I had in the storage. But yeah, like I've got a bunch of Mons. Like I even got like this Natu, which I want to use this Natu and get a shiny one at some point. But yeah, like these are not for these wouldn't be for cups. I mean, there's another shiny Ditto, Magic. Like I just have so many Mons that I would not want to lose these. And like knowing my luck, like this is the Sunkern I intend to use to breed the shiny Sunkern, and I want to try to see how far I can get with it, I guess, before I maybe have to evolve it into Sunflora or whatever. But yeah, I've got like a couple of these level 5 Mons that I did actually try to do Petite Cup with at some point. Sadly, you cannot use Snorlax in Petite Cup, which is lame. But also, I think it would have been absolutely monstrous if I tried using it. Oh yeah, and like here's an Abra that I think I used for it, which it did well, but like my gosh, did it not want to actually like do any real work. I've had this Ho-Oh for ever. I know it's not great, but yeah, I've had this Ho-Oh for a long ass time. Oh yeah, and then I got my shiny Jinx. I wouldn't want to lose this shiny Jinx. Look, it's got the Dizzy Punch. I don't want to lose that. Lax is not. Yeah, well, oh, not Petite Cup, Little Cup. Which Little Cup is just basic Mons. Basic and baby Mons. But yeah, and also I've got like a bunch of like these Mons that were like in the 50s. Like this is a Steelix that I used before. Like, dude, like Rock Slide, Earth Tail, Iron Tail. Like Headbutt, I intended to get rid of Headbutt for Curse, but I never got to that yet. I mean, I've got like this Dragonite with Outrage, Dynamic Punch, Fly Stealing. I don't want to lose these guys. And then this is a Reptar, the Tyranitar. I want to use this one for breeding to get another shiny Larvitar because I want a shiny T-Tar again. I used to have one, now I don't anymore. Like I've got so many. I mean, I've got like a bunch of these too. Level like 65s and 70s, which I want to get more 70s. And then I also I've got 3 boxes of Mons for level 50 that I was using for the 1 cup in here. I got a bunch of different ones for that. Like, look at the goofy ass Aerodactyl with freaking double edge sky attack, agility, wing attack, which I feel like agility is not necessary. Yeah, like that is totally not necessary for some of that stuff. Like this Muck, like I got so many Mons that if I lost, I would be super disappointed. So, like, I definitely... And then I got my box of level 100s. Can't lose these fellers. Oh, I forgot I actually had a Ninetales that was freaking... I forgot about this. Huh. Oh, yeah, and then I got this for Gen 1 fights. I got an Amnesia Snorlax with Surf. I don't know why it still has Hyper Beam. That is not the best move for you. Other than if I'm wanting to try to, like, you know... Oh, no, wait, no, it's a Gen 1, that's right. Gen 1 Snorlax, that's my intent with it. But yeah, like, I've got a bunch of... I got a bunch of Mons that, like, I cannot lose these. I would be very disappointed in myself if I did. So, it's one of those where, like, I gotta go and find another cartridge for Stadium 2. Which I feel like is going to be easier to find and not be as crazy as expensive. Because of NSO. NSO has actually helped with some prices going down. I've got another Mew. Oh, 265. 285. Oh, you were EV trained. You're definitely... Mega Drain, Bubble Beam, Tri-Attack, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Mega Beam. Oh, crap. Yeah, you're definitely better. Oh, you're definitely better. Wow, that is such a difference. Like, yeah, like this Amnesia Mewtwo, like this thing absolutely steals souls. It's bonkers. Freaking love it. Yeah, this like so there's a bunch of mons that I don't want to lose. So if I end up doing anything with this, it's gonna be I'm gonna have to get another can I use words? I'm gonna have to get another cartridge because I don't want to lose any of these. I mean, this is a Butterfree that I just did a solo run with a couple of years ago that I don't want to lose it. Not that, and not that it's good, but I mean, it's just nice. I think I have. Where is my super pink? Where are you? There you are. Look at how pink that freaking Magmar is. It's so brightly pink. The fire is the same color, but like, dude, that pink actually like almost hurts your eyes a little bit. But yeah, I got that shiny ass Magmar. Like, that's another one that I don't want to lose. This Porygon actually put in a lot of work. Oh no, I can't bring it over. I was gonna say, wait, do I want to actually use Porygon too? But no, I don't think I should actually do that. Oh yeah, no, dude, all my stuff is still super usable. And this is how you if Mr. Rye ever gets a chance to see this. I mean I gotta give Noctowl a better move than Swift, but like Noctowl is one of those mons where you can make work, but you gotta it does take effort though. Very much so takes effort. And then this is Houndoom. I need to bring this Houndoom over because I want to be able to use it to make more Houndours and get a shiny one, but I can't. Yeah, so the freaking Fortress. Alright, yeah, like I've got a bunch of stuff though. Like it so I gotta definitely go and find another cartridge for this. Internal battery dies because of day-night cycle. Well yeah, but Stadium 2 does not have that issue. So those won't do that. Well, and my also for my gold cartridge, I actually was able to I will admit I use the soldering station at my work. But I don't use their solder. I just reuse the one that's left in the thing. But I actually replaced my own batteries. So like that's with me. But I did it for one of my Emerald cartridges. So like I have a time that works on that. And in my Crystal, it still works because I could switch the batteries out. And you can order the batteries online to replace it. You just have to be able to do the work yourself, which is not impossible. But it's also not like the easiest thing in the world. It's not like everybody's gonna be able to do it. But yeah, so I have a lot of stuff in the future where I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to use a lot of these more, but I need to replay. I definitely need to replay Crystal to do that, or not really need to, but I got to. But yeah, and then I have like all of these items too. Like I can't lose all of these. I mean, so far these are healing items, but like all those like PP restoring items. I used up a lot of my rare candies, but I have like. Hold on, color case though. Where is? I have 91 rare candies. I can't lose those. Got all these stones. 66 moonstones. I actually haven't experienced all. 59 nuggets, 25 master balls. And TMs for days. So many TMs. So many Tims. And that's just like my color case. And then you get like my metal case. I got a bunch of stuff also. Can't lose these. I got 11 leftovers, 3 focus bands. I actually have Berserk jeans. I got 2 Berserk jeans, 3 Berserk jeans. Though, I mean, you don't really. I think I tried using a Berserk Gene Machamp? No, Berserk Gene Primeape. I tried using it. And I had like 1 or 2 times where I got lucky and it snapped out within the first 2 turns. And then like afterwards it was able to just like go. But usually you have to get very lucky. Like if they would have had Berserk Could you imagine if there was like a Berserk Gene own tempo freaking Slowbro that was able to hit hard special and physical? Like that would just be. I mean, that could be interesting. Or what's another mon that gets like own tempo that would do that has really good attack? There's I don't know. There's not really another one that like comes to mind. But like, are these from completed games? Oh yeah. Either that or I mean like there's times where I'll get to like I'll just go up to a certain point in the game just to get like an item that I want and then just restart. And that's why like here I have like 8 metal coats. So like even when I use Onyx, if I really want to, I could just have a Steelix from the get-go. But I don't really want to do that. I want to try to get it, like the normal way, trying to catch a bunch of, or catch a Magnemite until I find a metal coat off of one of those, but who knows? We'll see. Like upgrade, we could actually have like if I wanted to use Porygon, we could immediately have a Porygon 2. I actually did just get these 3. I just got these stones. I just got these like while doing the egg hunts. I still need the Thunderstone. I haven't gotten that yet, but I think I can also just get it when I actually play through the game normal. But yeah, like all these items that I have, I gotta find out what's up with this normal box. I don't know if I can actually take anything out of it. I mean, Gold Leaf, I think that's just for selling, I think. And then, yeah, you get like Amulet Coin. I could just start this game with like having an Amulet Coin around. That'd be super neat. And then I got a bunch of Apricorns. So like the first time I see Kirk, I could just get a bunch, I could get Pokeballs already starting to be made. I don't think there's anything to do with the Eon Mail, but I mean, we have it. So like, there's like a bunch of this stuff that I don't want to lose, so I'm going to have to definitely get another cartridge for Stadium 2 because I don't want to lose all these items. Especially because I do want to have my own Noctowl. I want to try to have like a Noctowl that kind of relies pretty heavy with Hypnosis. But I don't know. We're gonna have to see how that goes. But yeah, I do think I am gonna have to call an even. Was it 2 hours and 20 minutes? Yeah. So appreciate those likes. If you guys are wanting to make sure you come back and see when we actually get Shiny Togepi, because I think we're gonna end up trying to get that on Saturday again. Because I don't think I'm gonna be available tomorrow. But yeah, appreciate likes. Appreciate if you want to sub so you can see me again. And like I said, I don't think I'll be able to be on tomorrow, but Saturday you guys should see me. Probably starting sometime Saturday after late afternoonish, maybe even early afternoon. Who knows? But yeah, appreciate it a ton, and I will see you guys. Like I said, maybe tomorrow, late evening, or Saturday. Yeah, appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys in the future. Oh, I actually really like this music, but sadly, I gotta go. I gotta go sleep. But the music is good. Cannot doubt that.